Let me tell you another story about my dad in his youth. So I want to say he's like 17 years old, 18, living in Utah, and I think it was Sugarhouse Park or Sugar something. There was a lake there, whatever it was, and they rented flat bottom boats, little paddle boats, and you could go out on the lake and paddle around, whatever. Well, he and some of his friends, they paddled across the lake, and they had a van there with an outboard motor. And so they hooked this motor up to the flat bottom boat. And I mean, it's a little boat, relatively big motor. I don't know if it's like 5 horsepower, 10 horsepower, but overpowered for this little boat. And this wasn't a lake for boating, like for speedboats or anything like that. Well, they put it on there, and they start zipping around at first, and they discover they can't turn at all because there's no keel. Well, their solution is to jab the oar down into the water on the side. And that sends up a big old fishtail as the boat like vroom, turns to the side. So he and his friends are out there on the lake just having a blast, zipping around, doing probably 30 knots or whatever, 25, sending up rooster tails. And people are yelling at them, "Hey, knock it off." But no one can catch him because the thing's so fast and no one else is on motorboats. Well, the police had enough after a bit. So some police gets called. They haul in a motorboat and bring it to the lake to go and catch the boys. And so they get in the boat. Now they're like, "Oh crap, the police are here." So they hightail it for the van, ran the boat aground, broke the boat, or at least cracked it, he said, when they hit. Took the motor off, threw it into the back of the van, and took off. And lucky for them, this is back in the early 50s probably. The police didn't have extra people out there trying to figure out who this was and track him down and everything. So they took off, and there was a story in the newspaper about the kids wreaking havoc, and if anyone knows who it was, call with information type of stuff. But they didn't get in trouble. But that was my dad's childhood in a nutshell, his teenage years. Doing things he probably shouldn't have done, getting in trouble, wreaking havoc, and apparently getting away with it. It's probably how he became a race car driver. Anyway, thanks for watching. Love you, Dad. Bye.